Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Love and Lore podcast, the podcast where we spread love through sharing our stories and life lore. We're going to be dedicating this one to my birthday, which was a few days ago. It was on Thursday the 9th. I just wanted to make something really special for this day. 21 is a really important number in anyone's life. Before I keep going, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has greeted me. I have the bestest, sweetest friends in the whole world. And also to my family, big shout out to my parents because they took me to Vegas. Also, my voice sounds a little bit dead and a little bit weird because probably Vegas. I don't know what happened to me. Like, I was studying at the cafe the day after our flight, or the day after we landed, and then all of a sudden I just got so cold and I was just shaking while studying. And then I decided to just leave early, and then I made my dad drive me home. And then for the rest of the day I could not move and I couldn't walk. I could barely, like, my back was hurting, everything was hurting. I don't know what happened to me. Like, maybe it was because of my posture on the plane, or I don't know. Like, it was insane and I'm still recovering. But you know what? I just feel really lucky that I get to feel this way because of a trip to Vegas. Like, that is so cool. Like, that's such a privilege. But yeah, anyways, we are going to be talking about the 21 things I've learned at 21 years old, 21 life lessons. And yeah, again, thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the episode. Okay, first one here, starting off nice and strong, nice and easy. 7 a.m. is my prime wake up time. Okay, so I have tried waking up at 6:30. I've tried waking up at even 5:30, but nothing has worked better for me than 7 a.m. I think the reason for this is because growing up in grades like six, grades 5, 6, 7 ish, I would always set my alarm to wake up at 7. And I don't know, I guess just that repetitive instinct of doing that and setting my alarms on my iPad every morning for 7 a.m. has just stuck in my brain and my heart. And now I just feel it's just natural to wake up at 7 a.m. Um, Obviously, it's not always in my control. I have had 8:30 classes before, and I obviously am not going to be waking up at 7 at 8:30 classes. It's not that deep, but like, I think the bigger picture here is that you always see these people that are so put together, waking up at 6:30, waking up at 5:30, and even I'm guilty of this. Like, I feel like there have been some clips of me or some, I don't know, videos of me saying that I woke up at 6:30. Yeah, that didn't last very long. I honestly tried, and it's fun. Like, it's fun waking up early and feeling productive, but it just did not work for me. So, yeah, no matter how put together people may seem, like waking up at 6:30 or 5:30, not everyone does that. Not everyone is built to wake up at certain hours of the day. You guys, I could wake up at 5:30 if I wanted to, but what would I do? Like, literally, what would I do? I would be tired, and I don't have anything to do at 5:30. So, yeah, 7 a.m. is my best wake up time. So my next one is less is more. And I know you might have heard this many times, so I'm going to say my own take on it. So, a big theme, a big central theme for this one is underconsumption. I have personally just turned my whole life around and just started following this practice of underconsumption. I think it's so it's much more than just spending less money, but it's also just truly and deeply knowing yourself and what you like genuinely what you like. Because when you truly know yourself, then you don't even have the time. Like, you won't even have the time, the energy, the effort to even buy unnecessary things anymore, right? Um some examples of this I would say would be, for me when I buy clothes, there's going to be a different lesson for this later, but for me when I get clothes, I I feel like having less clothes in my closet, first of all, it makes me feel cleaner, it makes me feel less like ugh, like it makes me feel better just having less things in my closet, but less things, but more of the clothes that I like. Does that make sense, guys? Like, sure, my closet might be, super, super empty, but at least the things in there are clothes that I genuinely like and will wear, like, guaranteed. And yeah, it just honestly, like, maybe because I'm just a minimalistic person and I'm very organized like that. But yeah, I just feel so clean. And I'm not even saying that the clothes that I do have are cheap. Under consumption isn't just about spending less money, but just knowing where to put your money, knowing where to spend your stuff. And it doesn't even have to be for clothes. Like, honestly, even friends, like, having 3 good friends is better than a million fake friends. I know you guys hear that a lot, but again, less is more. It all ties back into that, right? Another thing that I wanted to add is that I feel like I've just narrowed down my interests and what I genuinely like so much that I just have less things now, but the things that I do have, I am so content with and I'm so happy with, right? And it just ultimately feels like my life is just more. Like, I feel like I just have more life, but with less things, and it just makes me feel so happy. Okay, the next one here is actually a statement. I wrote, I miss the past, but do I really want to go back? Question mark. Right? So this just ties into being present. I think I was just referring to my 2020 life. Like, I missed that time of my life so much during quarantine. I think about that time period every single day. It was just super, super memorable and nostalgic. Like, I honestly, if there was any year I would go back to, it would be 2020. So I used to live in this apartment, and in this apartment, that's where I had my quarantine era, right? That was where peak was at. I made so much memories in that house, in that room, especially in that room, my bedroom there. Oh my goodness. I was living every single day and night in that room during quarantine. So obviously that room brings back a lot of memories. But we ended up moving out. I remember just missing that room so much. Even to this day, I still miss that room. But it's just so funny because my friend actually ended up moving into my old apartment unit. And she kind of redid my room and everything, but I ended up actually visiting. I came over and went back in my room, and I was like, first of all, I felt so nostalgic, obviously, but also I just felt like, you know what, maybe it is time to move on. When you look at the past, it's kind of like you look at it with rose-colored glasses, right? How do I say it? Like, your memories, they're obviously not going to be 100% accurate, right? It's almost like your brain kind of distorts the past to make it look a lot more happier and better than it seems. But yeah, like, when I came back into that old room, it was like, wait, maybe I don't want to go back to that era. But as much as I do miss this era, I'm super happy with where I am now. And, I feel comfortable moving on. I feel comfortable closing off that chapter in my life. Again, it just shows that it's so important to stay present. Okay, my next one is having a job that you like actually matters. And I feel like I'm way too young to even be talking about this. Like, what do I know about having a job that you like? You know, it's this whole passion versus stability thing. Like, I don't even have a big girl job yet. Like, why am I even talking about this? But from my past fast food experiences working 2 fast food jobs before, I will say enjoying your job does make a difference. I only got paid minimum wage, like a little bit above minimum wage and stuff, but I really did enjoy my jobs. As you guys know, or maybe not, I don't know, I worked at Playland for quite a bit. I think it was 2023, 4, 3 years. This year is my 3rd year. I worked there for, yeah, a little over 2 to 3 years, and I loved it. I really did love it. I worked at a poke bowl place before this, but I would say I loved Playland a lot more. I think it's because of the work environment. I loved the people I worked with. I loved the people I worked with. For my coworkers watching this, I genuinely think you guys are so awesome and so cool. Also, the management was pretty cool, and I just love being in the food and bev department. I love serving people. I've always been a fast food over retail part-time worker. Like, you will never see me in retail. I don't think I'll ever do retail. I just don't think it's for me. It's just so important that you like what you do because honestly, going to work did not feel like work. It just felt like seeing my friends and then going home and getting my bag, you know? And for those of you who also work at Playland listening, who are also in food and bev and don't really enjoy it, then honestly, that's so valid. Like, good for you. I'm so glad that you know what you like and don't like. This is just my personal opinion. I genuinely did enjoy it. And I will carry that mindset on, that mentality on for whatever jobs I take on in the future. You know, as long as I enjoy it, then that should be my number one priority. Like, money aside, I really do think passion over stability is definite, at least for now. Okay, my next lesson here is to just do it. This is another pretty basic one, but I think this one applies to a lot of my life this year. Just doing it, right? It sounds really daunting, like whatever you want to do, but it really just takes a deep breath and just go for it mentality, you know? It could just be something like sending an email to leverage a different opportunity. It could be talking to someone that you've never talked to before. Like, if you think about it, just step out of your head for a bit and just look at things from the bigger picture and then be like, YOLO, and just do it. Who cares, right? And a lot of the things that we're scared to do are just 1 second tasks, right? Like starting a YouTube channel. Like, all you really gotta do for a YouTube channel is press record on your phone or create an account, press publish on a video. Like, it just takes 1 to 2 seconds to do all that. So there's really nothing to be afraid of. Just do it. And do it messy. Like, you don't have to be perfect when you first start, because you will work it out along the way. And then once you finally cross that bridge or jump over that hurdle, it's like, wait, that wasn't even that bad, right? Like, it wasn't that bad. And you just feel so silly, but it also feels so rewarding. And at the end of the day, the only person that's winning is going to be you. So take that as you will. So my next one here is having a purpose for everything you do is key. Okay? Another pretty basic one, but I want to share my own thoughts on this. So the biggest thing I can connect this to is the school club that I'm a part of in my university. It's the Canadian Cancer Society Club at my school. And I actually made an episode with Ria, my former marketing co-lead, on my podcast. It was episode 7. I love Ria so much, guys. Ria, if you're listening to this, I love you, queen. I love you so much. But I made an episode with her, and basically we talked about what it was like being marketing co-leads. And honestly, I was just ranting like the entire time. I was just literally crashing out the entire time. But I also did share a lot of strengths and successes from being in that position, and honestly, it is such a rewarding position. Yeah, I've been part of that club for, this is my 3rd year in it officially, because the first year I was a TikTok coordinator, 2nd year I was marketing co-lead with Ria, and then 3rd year I'm a marketing co-lead again. So yeah, this year it's just different. And the point that I want to make here is, when I first started CCS, the club, I really did not have a solid reason why I was doing it. And that made it so hard for me to really enjoy the club and to really put my best foot forward in it. I did have my reasons, but the deeper reason was just not, I couldn't point my finger on it. I think the biggest reasons for me was because I just wanted to be part of a club at school, and I just liked the title of being a co-lead or being a coordinator. Like, it just sounded so cool to me. And obviously I did want to contribute to the community. I think the club's mission is so important and so great, and I really did stand by it. But for me, I just didn't really feel 100% fulfilled. I feel like what's different now is that I've just fallen so in love with content creation and podcasting and all that stuff. Being in marketing is actually such a privilege, because you are the face of your school's club. Like, you are the first thing people see, and you have the privilege of sharing people's stories. We do survivor features. We share people's stories on why they relay. We hosted a Daffodil Diaries podcast where we talked about cancer survivors, or not talked about them, but we had cancer survivors come on and share their stories. And yeah, it's just such an honor and a privilege to do that. And like with my journey with content creating so far, I feel like I've just finally unlocked that inner purpose of being in this club for real. And my third year round, it feels so different. Like I feel genuinely so much more confident now as a co-lead. Like I actually really do enjoy the role. It's so fun and it's so me. Like I love managing the social media. I love hosting the meetings and I love it. I love setting the dates and scheduling and timeline for everything. It's just so much fun. The best part is that at the end of the day, I am making a difference and I'm helping the community with sharing these stories. Like I felt like there was just a part of me missing last year and the year before with these roles, but now I just feel so happy doing it, you know? Looking at the bigger picture, just knowing your purpose and why you do what you do is so important because when you feel like things get hard, you have to know the purpose of why you do what you do. And it just keeps you grounded, it keeps you motivated, it keeps you sane, it gives you a reason to stay. Before I keep going, I just want to say I'm so sorry. I'm noticing that I'm sounding stuffier and stuffier as I keep going. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm gonna go blow my nose and then I'm gonna come back. Alright, so we're back. I don't know if that honestly did anything, but yeah, my next one is to stop buying clothes that you don't actually like. This kind of ties back into the whole underconsumption thing. Social media is really good at making us buy a lot of things. What I've noticed is that I really don't care. Like, all I need are some staples, and I love my hoodies and sweats, and that's all I need. Like, I don't need these Shein tops or anything. And I will say, I was a Shein victim. I used to like buy a lot of Shein. I really try not to buy unnecessary things. Like, I really only shop at good quality stores plus the thrift store. And yeah, like let's say if I do find a top that I saw trending at the store and I buy it, like it'll be good for I guess one day, if I even wear it for a day. And then guess what? I don't wear it ever again. I wish I could sell it to my younger self because she would just buy whatever she saw. Okay, my next one is if you ever need to clear your head, go take a shower or go on a walk. This honestly has been a big thing for me just this year, actually. Whenever I feel just my brain is just cluttered, I will shower or go on a walk. I swear to you, every time I finish a shower or finish a walk, I feel so rejuvenated. I also feel like I have a new idea for something. And it's just so crazy how it can do that to you. The next one is no one is thinking about you as much as you think. This one again applies to a lot of what I've been doing this year with starting social media and all that. No one cares. I say this all the time. No one cares. And what's so interesting, I think this is the most interesting part about this, is when I first started my podcast, I would overthink everything, and I used to think every single person watched every single second and minute of every episode to the point where like I would think they would know my entire life. I remember posting my psychology episode, what it's like being a psych major, on my main account on my story, and I like scrolled and saw everyone who viewed it. And I would assume that everyone would now know that I'm a psych major, right? And then it wasn't until at work the very next day, someone asked me what my major was. And I was like, wait, what the heck? Like, wait, did you not see my story? Like, did you not listen to my podcast episode? And I was literally so caught off guard. I was so taken aback because I thought that they would know my major because they saw my story, right? But first of all, it humbled me. But second of all, it just showed that no one cares. Like, I don't know, I'll say something at like 40 minutes and 53 seconds into an episode, and I would think that everyone who saw my story of me posting that episode, I would think that everyone who saw that story would know that one piece of information, and I would think they would automatically know that when they would talk to me. And chances are they probably didn't even watch the episode, right? So no one is thinking about you as much as you think. Okay, my next one is you have to post your art without expecting any sort of applause. I actually saw this exact quote. Someone said this on TikTok actually, and it really it made me nod my head. Like, yes, you have to post whatever you're doing without expecting applause. I say this a lot, but it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing putting yourself out there. It's so embarrassing. But that's the beauty of it, is that you are the one that's willing to embarrass yourself. Like, I don't think you understand how embarrassing it is to post something and just get like 3 likes from like 3 of the same friends over and over again. Like, first of all, I feel so bad. Like, I feel so bad you have to see me at my cringe stage. But also, it's just so beautiful. Like, they're there in the very beginning, you know? Even though you're not receiving much feedback, just take that absence of an audience as your space and your room to grow. Use that to your advantage. Like, while you don't have an audience, just take that time to learn and experiment and be messy and make mistakes. Because once you do have an established audience, then you're going to feel a lot more pressure, right? So just enjoy every moment from the very beginning and appreciate the ones that were there for you from the very beginning too. When I see other small creators posting and doing their thing and posting consistently, I'm applauding for them. They don't hear or see me, but I am applauding for you. Trust me. I love to see it. I love seeing your content, and I respect it so much because it's really hard. It's really embarrassing. It's really hard, but I 100% respect you for even trying. Okay, my next one is you do not need a camera to start making videos. Now, this is really funny coming from someone who just recently purchased a camera, but it really just made me realize, girl, you don't need a camera to start. All you need is your phone. Like, if anything, using your phone is so much easier because you don't need an SD card. You don't need, like, I don't know, a super fancy, like, editing software. You don't need all these cables or, like, a SD card reader or an adapter, like, all this stuff. Just start with your phone. Just get used to vlogging on your phone first and then get a camera. Like, when I got my camera, it was almost like, oh, like, this is just a thing with a smaller screen. But again, I'm so, so thankful for my camera. Like, it's my best friend. It's like probably one of the best things, if not the best thing that's ever happened to me, is my camera. Like, I could cry that I love her so much. But if you don't have a camera, your phone is just as powerful. It's enough. And actually, during my vlog camera unboxing video, I said in the video that this camera is only going to be as good as the person using it. And girl, I love that saying so much. I actually got that quote from a math teacher from high school. She was saying how your calculator is just as smart as the person using it. And that is so true. So I applied that to the camera. Like, your camera is only going to be as good as the person using it. What is a vlog camera? What is a YouTube channel? What is that without confidence, you know? It isn't even about the camera. It's about the confidence and just trying. But again, I do love my vlog camera so much. I love it so, so, so much. Alright, my next one is my maximum screen time is 4 hours at a time. So what I mean by this is that it takes me 4 hours before my brain starts to get super, super fried at looking at a screen. I just start to get really fidgety, really anxious. I can't focus anymore. It's always 4 hours. And this is great because I know when to take breaks. I've figured out a better like time blocking scheduling system because of this. And yeah, I think it's so important to know when your brain gets tired from looking at a screen for a long time. So yeah, basically every 4 hours or so, I'll just get up, go on a walk, I'll have a snack, and then come back like 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes later. I feel rejuvenated, I feel refreshed, and I feel ready to get back in the grind. So yeah, I encourage you guys, just know when your limit is and schedule your breaks accordingly. Okay, this next one is a special one. It's you will know what is meant for you. You will know. You will 100% know. And honestly, I was kind of hesitant to put this one because I don't know if this is 100%, but I just feel like it is. And it's really scary I don't know, I just feel really scared putting it out there into the world. But I feel like ever since starting content creation, and I've said this multiple times already, but just ever since starting this journey, I just feel like I've just found the thing that I love the most. And it's so, oh my god, it makes me emotional talking about it, to be honest. I've just been feeling, especially with school and uni, I've just been feeling so lost, and I just never knew what I was doing, but I feel like I've truly found the one thing that I love, and that's content creation. Ever since I was a little girl, like, this is what I've always been wanting to do. Like, sitting here in my closet recording this is honestly such a dream. Ever since starting this as well in the summer, I mentioned this in the episode with Sonia, I don't even know what homework is anymore. I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I have a midterm next week, but studying has been the least of my priorities right now. Like, I studied and did some homework for like 3 hours this morning and just never touched my laptop, or just never touched it again, which is absolutely wild to me because before I would study like 6, 7 hours a day and school would be on the front of my mind every single day, and I'm always thinking about my content, I'm always thinking about my social media. Like, it just makes my heart feel so fulfilled. And it goes back to the SFU CCS thing, like the fact that I've unlocked this new side of me, it also made me feel a sense of fulfillment for being in that club too. Like, I feel like I've truly unlocked this new sense of purpose in my life, you know? And again, that's really vulnerable and scary to say on here. But I really do feel it. And you know what? If it isn't, then I'm just glad that I did get to experience something like it, you know? I'm just glad that I'm happy doing what I'm doing right now. And if that doesn't last forever, then I'm just glad that I got to experience it. But I just feel, honestly, like I feel like this is my thing. So yeah, tying it all back, you will know what is meant for you. You won't even have to question it. Okay, next one is to go to the doctor. So this one actually dates back to when I was around 8 years old. It was one night I was just chilling with my mom and my brother, and my left ear clogged. And I got so scared. I started crying because my left ear just shut down. I, like, I've never experienced anything like that before. And I honestly, like, I thought I was gonna go deaf. And I don't think it fully opened up ever again. Even to this day, I feel like both of my ears are not 100% okay. Anyways, yeah, my left ear clogged. And then ever since that night, my left ear just had the biggest, like, hearing problems. And I was so hesitant and scared and reluctant to go to the doctor. I was so stubborn. I did not want to go to the doctor because I was so scared of what the result might be. I thought I would be deaf. I thought I would have, like, I was just too scared to hear what the doctor would say. I was scared. Looking back now, I just wish that I went, because knowing what I know now about the healthcare system and about doctors, I feel like it's so important to, as a Canadian, like, use your free healthcare privilege, go get your things checked out. It's only going to benefit you, and you're honoring the practice of these physicians to do their thing. And honestly, guys, to this day, I still haven't gotten my ears checked out, and I probably should, and I probably will in the future. But yeah, like, growing up, it was really hard. I remember feeling super, I don't know if I would say depressed, but just like the fact that my left ear was clogged for that such a long time. It was probably around like 8 to 12 years old was when it hit me the hardest. Like, I genuinely thought I was going to go deaf. I would picture myself sitting on the grass at my school's grass field with my knees to my chest and crying because I was deaf. And it ate up a lot of my childhood, like my early teenage years, because I did not think I would have my hearing. And if only I got my ears checked out, I would have had less problems. But yeah, as a 21-year-old now, I think doctors are so cool. I think that everyone should get whatever they need to get checked out. And to my younger self, you are not deaf. Please get your ears checked out. And I'm telling myself that now too. Okay, my next one is I've learned that I don't really like picnics or beaches, but more so beaches. Picnics I can tolerate. They're not my favorite though. Um, I think it's just so like they look so aesthetic and glamorous online, but I swear, I think every picnic I've been to, it's just been me bloated or flies everywhere, um, and just like in the most uncomfortable position. And same for like beaches too. I just don't really like feeling sweaty and dirty in the sand. I don't know how people do it. But like if you do like the beach, props to you. Like I'm so happy for you. I'm just not really a beach girl, okay? Like I swear, time and time again I've been invited to like so many beach things and so many picnics and I've just forced myself to enjoy them, but I just much rather be indoors and do something indoors. Okay, next one. Some tops don't look good on me, and I just have to accept it. So, this kind of goes along with the don't buy clothes you don't actually like. I am so stubborn, and I keep thinking that I will look good in this certain top, but from a different store or a different brand or a different style. Specifically, I think what I'm talking about are like long sleeve, like tight long sleeve tops. I tried, and maybe I do look good, but I just don't feel super confident in them. I don't feel super comfortable in them. But for some reason, guys, I'm so stubborn. Like, I keep trying to find new tops that I think will feel better on me. But at the end of the day, it's just wasting my money. And I have to accept that I will just not, no matter how hard I try, some tops just won't look good on me. And that's totally fine. Like, certain tops look better on certain people. And I'm so happy for you if you can rock that top. But for me, it just won't work. And it's not even about looking good, it's about feeling good. Because when you feel good in your outfit, people can tell. So I guess for me personally, like if I don't feel comfortable wearing a certain top and I just can't look good in it no matter what, then that's fine and I just had to accept it. Okay, so my next one is being different is low-key kind of cool. So this again ties back to another childhood memory. So I was at the mall with my parents and I was getting new shoes. And I wanted these black Nike shoes. And my dad was like, "Why don't you get something different? You won't really appreciate it now, but when you're older, you're going to realize that being different is actually quite valuable and important." At that time, I was like, "Ew, like I want to fit in with everyone. Like I want to buy what's popular. I want to wear what's popular." Obviously, I was young and I didn't understand that concept yet, but looking back now, my dad is so right, and I 100% stand by him. Obviously, I do buy trendy clothes here and there. Like, obviously, I do like wearing my hoodies and, my matching sets and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I've just come to appreciate differences so much more. Um, like the other day, I was wearing a matching set, right? And I noticed two other girls were basically wearing the exact same outfit as me. And I felt so mortified. I felt so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, I cannot. I had to like run away. Like, I do not know y'all. And yeah, I just felt like, damn, why? Like, we're just gonna be clones now? And not just clothes wise, right? It ties back to being yourself. Being yourself and being, not like anyone else is so cool. Another example is, do you guys ever go to like a zoo or an aquarium or a pet store or something and you see a bunch of animals and you notice that there's one that's different? And for some reason, everyone is just so attracted to that one different thing. Or maybe not attracted, but like everyone's just so kind of more drawn to that different thing because it's different, right? It's unique. Like it makes you stand out, and that's so beautiful. But yeah, anyways, even though I still own much of whatever's trending or very, very basic clothes or whatever, I like deep down emotionally, I really have come to appreciate the beauty of being different, and I will strive to be different moving forward. Okay, my next one is posting is so much fun, and making my new accounts has been the best decision of my life. Yeah, again, ever since starting social media, I've created some new accounts. I've made a new Instagram page, I made a new TikTok page, started posting on YouTube, posting on my podcast account more, and it was scary at first. I felt so embarrassed. Like, who is she trying to be? Like, who does she think she is? But again, no one cares. And there's such a beauty in knowing that you could just post whatever you want. It's so much fun. Like, I feel less filtered. I feel more open to share. I feel so, it's so freeing. It's so, so freeing. I can just fully express myself so much more. Like, even on TikTok too, like, I love it. It's so much fun. The whole point of social media is to post your stuff. It's to express yourself. It's to connect with others. So just do it. Do what social media was meant to do. Okay, so we are nearing to the end now, and we're at number 19, lesson number 19, and this one's kind of funny. It's that you do not actually get your first job at age 35. This one also ties back to childhood because I used to think that we all got jobs at 35 years old. I don't know why I thought like this. I think it was just growing up in the Philippines. I was just so not used to the typical work-life culture. But it wasn't until grade 7. Very, very embarrassing. I was way too old to figure it out then. But my grade 7 teacher was like talking about his first job, and it was at a gas station, I'm pretty sure. And he was like a cashier person at the gas station store. And he was like, oh, my dad or whatever gave me a job at 14 at the gas station. I was like, huh? Like, what do you mean 14? Like, I'm 12. Like, you're saying that I'm gonna start working in 2 years from now? That was a lesson I learned very, very abruptly, very, very suddenly, very shockingly, but it's funny. And I actually got my first job at 16 years old at a Pokeball store. Okay, lesson number 20. I love the dollar store. Okay, hear me out on this one. I love the dollar store so much. I even considered applying to the dollar store near my house. I just think it's so fun. Like in my trip to Vegas, you could ask my mom, like, out of all the places we visited, out of all the stores we went to, the one place, actually two places, the one place that we enjoyed the most was Walgreens and also Five Below. Like, I honestly spent so much time in those stores. It's insane. And it's just so much fun. And I also did consider working at the dollar store because I think it's also very useful for people that can't afford much, and just knowing that you can help them out by just being there and getting them to pay for their $1 items. And it's just so cool that stores like these exist. And personally, I love shopping at the dollar store. Like, they have so many useful things, like from stationery to room decor to birthday stuff to party stuff. Like, it's crazy how much they have, and it's so clutch. Like, I love that. I love the dollar store. All right, lesson 21, guys. Putting yourself first and standing up for yourself is hot. Okay, so I feel like throughout my entire life, it's been really hard for me to stand up for myself and be assertive and really put my foot down whenever I needed to and set those boundaries and speak them into existence to people. I always feel like it's been really hard. I feel like I'm a bit too nice sometimes, but you just gotta understand that it's so important to have that life skill. It's so, so important. I actually have this one friend, and she actually is a bit introverted, and she's very soft spoken, and I love that girl so much, guys. What impresses me so much is that she has such great boundaries. She makes them so clear, and whenever she feels not comfortable doing anything or doesn't want to do something or doesn't want to go to this thing or can't make to any plans, she is not afraid to say no, and she's not afraid to state why she can't come. She's not afraid to set her boundaries and put her foot down, and I really admire that about her, especially coming from someone that is that soft-spoken. I really feel like that is something I need to take in for myself. So yeah, those were 21 lessons in honor of my 21st birthday. I hope you guys took something away from this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Again, I apologize for my stuffy nose and my stuffy voice. But yeah, again, thank you also for all the birthday wishes. I'm just so thankful for everyone and everything, and for an amazing birthday. I had such a great time. Thank you for listening to this episode. Thank you for supporting and all the love, and I will see you in my next episode.